Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If your check engine light just came on and you pulled a P0401 code, don't panic. Today, we're going to break down exactly what EGR flow insufficient means, what causes it, and most importantly, how you can fix it without breaking the bank. So, grab your tools and let's get started. First things first. What is the EGR system? EGR stands for exhaust gas recirculation. It's a clever system designed to reduce harmful nitrogen oxide, or NOx, emissions. It does this by taking a small amount of exhaust gas and routing it back into the engine's intake manifold. This lowers the combustion temperature, which in turn reduces NOx formation. It's a win for your engine and a win for the environment. The P0401 code specifically means your car's computer, the ECU, has detected that not enough exhaust gas is flowing through the EGR system when it should be. The ECU commands the EGR valve to open, expecting a certain change in pressure or temperature. And when it doesn't see that expected change, it triggers the check engine light and stores this code. So, what are the common symptoms you might notice besides that pesky light? Honestly, sometimes you won't notice anything at all. Your car might run perfectly fine. However, in some cases, you might experience a rough idle, some engine hesitation, or even hear a pinging or knocking sound from the engine, especially during acceleration. This knocking happens because without proper EGR flow, combustion temperatures get too high, leading to detonation. Over time, this can cause serious engine damage, so it's not a code you want to ignore. Now for the main event. What causes a P0401 code? The number one culprit, by a long shot, is a clogged EGR system. Carbon deposits from the exhaust are the enemy here. Over thousands of miles, this black sooty buildup can clog the EGR valve itself, preventing it from opening and closing properly. More often, the passages and ports leading to and from the valve get completely blocked with carbon. Imagine trying to drink a thick milkshake through a tiny clogged straw. Much is getting through, and it's the same principle here. Holiday. Other potential causes, though less common, include a faulty EGR valve. It could be stuck closed due to mechanical failure or a bad diaphragm if it's vacuum operated. There could also be a problem with the control side of the system, like a bad EGR temperature sensor, a faulty pressure sensor, or a cracked or disconnected vacuum hose that controls the valve. In rare cases, the issue could even be with the solenoid that manages the vacuum supply. So, how do we diagnose and fix this? Start with the simplest things first. A visual inspection is key. Look for any cracked, disconnected, or brittle vacuum lines running to the EGR valve and its solenoid. Make sure all electrical connectors are secure. If the visual inspection checks out, the next step is usually to check the EGR valve's operation. On many older cars, you can manually apply vacuum to the valve with a handheld vacuum pump while the engine is idling. If the valve is working, the engine should start to stumble or even stall because it's getting unmetered exhaust gas. If the engine's idle doesn't change, your valve is either stuck or the passages are completely blocked. And that brings us to the most common fix: cleaning. You will need to remove the EGR valve and sometimes even the intake manifold to get access to all the ports and passages. Using a good quality carburetor cleaner or a dedicated EGR system cleaner, along with some brushes and picks, need to meticulously scrape and clean out all of that built-up carbon. It can be a messy job, but it's often all that's needed to restore proper flow. Make sure the passages are completely clear before you reassemble everything. If cleaning doesn't solve it, and you've confirmed the valve itself is faulty, then it's time for a replacement. While you're replacing it, it's still a great idea to clean out the passages to ensure the new valve can do its job properly. Fixing a P0401 code is a very manageable DIY job for most people with basic tools. Taking the time to properly diagnose and clean the system can save you a ton of money compared to just replacing parts. It's satisfying work. and it'll get your car running right and keep that check engine light off. I hope this deep dive into the P0401 code was helpful for you. If it was, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more car repair guides. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.